Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir. I thank the Honorable Choir for his question. I was looking at the standing orders while we were talking about orders, etc. And I saw here one word, concise. Concise. At 45.3. I can say yes. But we've asked what are the markets, so I'll say a little more than just say yes. Mr. Speaker, sir, the recent announcement of the imposition of the tariffs by the United States administration has significantly impacted Fiji, had implications for Fiji, particularly in relation to our largest export market. The U.S. remains a vital trading partner for Fiji, and it is essential that Fiji continues to strengthen that important trade relationship. You will recall, Mr. Speaker, sir, or honorable members will recall that when I made the statement that the Honorable Choir is referring to, I made the point that we had been promoted by the imposition by the United States of America. It's taken up to the level of China. It's considering us at the same level as China. So we must either punch our way out of it. Somebody asked me whether we were in a trade war, and I said, no, we're not big enough to have a trade war. All we have to do now is to roll with the punches, stay on our feet, wait for the compulsory count of 8. Hopefully the bell goes before that. But yes, we're looking at other areas, and I must thank the Minister for Trade, Cooperative, Micro, and Small and Medium Enterprises and Communications for being proactive in that area, having had talks with some trade commissions and our own trade commissioners that are out there in the field. And right now, as we speak, an ambassador choir is also on the ground looking for other alternatives. The Speaker, Fiji has long been committed to expanding its trade horizon, not only to reduce dependency on any one market, but also to ensure that our exporters have access to a diverse and resilient range of markets. Last week, sir, I was in Singapore and Indonesia, and those are two more of possible destinations for our exporters. In line with our National Development Plan and Fiji's trade policy framework, we are pursuing multiple strategic initiatives, which I will now outline. One of the key markets we are focusing on is Canada, which is emerging as a key destination for Fiji's agriculture and value-added products, and we have a lot of our diaspora now living and being successful in Canada. With Fiji Airways commencing direct flight to Canada in 2022, we have already seen a positive uptake of fresh fruit and vegetables in the Canadian market. The potential for further growth in this market is significant, and Fiji Trade Commission North America office is actively engaged in conducting surveys and discussions with Fiji Island stores in Vancouver. Send our greetings to them, and we thank them for their continued interest in their homeland. To ensure that we fully capitalize on this potential, our Trade Commission Office will allocate additional resources and focus toward deepening market research and assessing participation in key Canadian trade shows. This will complement the great work already underway in the United States, which will continue alongside our expanded efforts in Canada. Our traditional partners, Mr. Speaker, sir, North America, Australia, and New Zealand continue to be our primary trading partners. And we are actively engaging in both countries that are closer by, Australia and New Zealand, through regular trilateral discussions to ensure continued and enhanced access to these vital markets. In 2024, these two markets combined accounted for approximately 18% of Fiji's total goods exported. Our focus remains on initiatives that streamline trade processes by addressing and removing non-tariff barriers, ultimately making it easier for our businesses to export to these countries. In addition, Fiji is evaluating the potential benefits associated with acceding to the Pacific Agreement on Close Economic Relations, PACER Plus. The Ministry of Trade has undertaken consultations with domestic stakeholders to gather valuable feedback on the perceived benefits and concerns surrounding that agreement. These consultations, Mr. Speaker, sir, were crucial in understanding the specific needs of our exporters. Based on the insights received, the Ministry of Trade is actively advancing discussions on key issues such as market access, trade facilitation support, and development assistance, all of which are fundamental to increasing Fiji's exports. The United Arab Emirates, the speakers are expanding our focus further to the Middle East. Another key initiative being explored is enhancing Fiji's trade relationships with the United Arab Emirates through a regional economic partnership agreement. Ministerial level discussions began between our two ministers of trade at the margins of World Government Summit in February of this year. Further momentum was achieved during the Foreign Trade Officials meeting, where the Ministry of Trade presented Fiji's proposal to senior regional officials, receiving very positive feedback. As we speak, dates are being finalized for the initial round of discussions and negotiations. This partnership holds great potential for diversifying Fiji's exports and tapping into the rapidly expanding Middle Eastern economy. In China, Mr. Speaker, sir, complementing our Middle Eastern engagement, we are also pursuing opportunities in Asia, particularly with China. We're aiming to negotiate a development-friendly Fiji-China preferential trade agreement, and that agreement will focus on creating favorable conditions for Fijian exports of products in the Chinese market, one of the largest and fastest growing economies globally. Mr. Speaker, sir, China represents an untapped market for Fiji, offering a wealth of opportunities due to its expanding middle class, increasing demand for premium and specialty products, and its strategic position as a global manufacturing hub. Additionally, the country's evolving consumer preferences for high quality and sustainable products such as agricultural goods, seafood, and natural health items align well with Fiji's export strength. With the Chinese government push for greater international trade partnerships, Fiji stands to benefit from improved market access and the potential to diversify its export portfolio in this vast and dynamic market. The European Union, Mr. Speaker, sir, increasing Fiji's export to the European Union remains another critical priority for the government. The implementation of the Economic Partnership Agreement, IEPA, has been a significant step in that direction. One of the priority areas for growth is the processed fish, particularly canned tuna and tuna loin, which hold significant potential to create jobs and generate income for our people. The IEPA provides a special provision known as global sourcing. This provision allows Fiji to source Fiji from other compliant vessels operating within the Pacific, provided the fish are landed and processed in Fiji and meet EU's food safety and sustainability standards. The Ministry of Trade has officially commenced the process of activating this global sourcing provision under IEPA, and once activated, that provision will significantly boost Fiji's ability to export more processed fish to the European Union, providing a vital economic opportunity for our tuna industry and our people. Pacific Island countries, Mr. Speaker, sir, we are equally committed to reinvigorating our trade relationship within the Pacific Island region. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.